Hello, everybody. Captain Marty here. Monday, August the 4th, and a lot going on. And most of it is centered around the weather we had this weekend and the weather we'll be having for the next week or so. So stay right where you're at. I'll be back in just a minute to update you on what's going on.
Electricity, something I don't mix well with at all, and that's why I only trust the folks at ELS OBX. ELS OBX offers a variety of services from custom electrical installations to lighting design. ELS OBX has the experience and know-how to complete any job. They're committed to providing the highest quality lighting and electrical installations or service at affordable prices. Visit them online at elsobx.com to get a brighter idea of how shockingly awesome they are. See what I did there? ELS OBX, electrical and lighting solutions you can count on.
Red Drum Tackle in Buxton is the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras. And being the closest tackle shop to Cape Point, Red Drum Tackle has been welcoming fishermen to Hatteras Island with a wide selection of bait and tackle, skilled custom rod builds, rod and reel repair, expert knowledge and information since 1974. Red Drum Tackle knows how, when, and where to fish. To acquire this fishing brain power, visit them online at reddrumtackle.com. Red Drum Tackle, the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras and the closest to Cape Point in Buxton.
So we finally got rid of that terrible humidity we were having, stifling hot days. We, over the weekend, just had really cool weather, a nice breeze blowing, and it was so much more comfortable, especially for somebody like me that it happened last week that my air conditioning system died finally. So I got a new one of those going in today, thanks to Marcus Gibbs over here in Hyde County. But we didn't have any offshore fishing. That's only one of the many things that were held at a standstill yesterday. Actually, we didn't have much fishing anywhere. We will talk briefly about a little bit of pier fishing going on. But Oregon Inlet Fleet and the Hatteras Fleet, after a decent week on some surprise yellowfin tunas, some good mahi fishing or dolphin fishing, and a scattered billfish, it's all drawn to a close. So what was there to report was we did have a little bit of bluefish activity on some of the piers. In fact, a couple piers had really good bluefishing activity, but that was about the only thing I really saw was bluefish. And no sense making things up. I'm sure there was a few other things, but the sea had built up, and it's going to stay built up for a day or two, at least through today. And the real problem is how this affects our tournaments coming up this weekend. But I'll save that and talk to you about that in just a minute. So really nothing else to report as far as surf, pier, or offshore. Most of that was just a little bit of pier fishing, and that was about it. So we'll take a little break. When I come back, I'll talk to you about the backcountry and talk to you a little bit about the Ocean City White Marlin Open and our tournaments coming up this weekend here locally at Pirates Cove. So stay right where you're at.
Hey y'all, Captain Marty here, and when I was looking for a top quality mower, I went to the best, and the best is A&W Sales in Pinetown. Now at A&W Sales, they carry top quality brands like the Bad Boy zero-turn mowers, of which I own one now for 15 years. American-made, heavy-duty machines built to handle anything from backyard touch-ups to commercial jobs. They've proudly sold and serviced Bad Boy mowers for over 15 years. How about if you're in need of a trailer? A&W Sales carries the full line of Big Tex trailers, the best-selling trailer brand in the entire nation. Visit them in-store or online at awsalesnc.com, where tough equipment meets trusted service.
Okay, backcountry fishing, same thing. Nothing going on that I could find, with one exception. The backside of Hatteras Island did have some waders, people wading. These would be some of the ones that the surf was just too rough to get a whole lot done over on the beach side. They jumped over there, and they did catch, again, bluefish. Caught some bluefish and a few speckled trout. So there was that going on. I always do say there's always somewhere you can go fishing on the Outer Banks, because the way the beach turns and the way the beach runs and all the inshore waters, the opportunities are everywhere, but they were minimalized yesterday and and on Saturday with this northeaster that we got blowing. Now, this Sunday was our women's tournament, the Alice Kelly ladies only billfish release tournament was scheduled for Sunday. That has now been changed a little bit to make it a 2-day tournament, which will be Sunday and Monday, and the girls can fish one of those 2 days. Why did we do that? And I am pretty heavily involved with the tournaments at Pirates Cove. Well, above us right now is the Ocean City tournament. Ocean City White Marlin Open is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, tournament in the world. There are 272 boats registered, $7.2 million in prize money. And the thing that makes it unusual is it's for the big money is for the largest white marlin. That's a little unusual. There are prizes for the biggest blue marlin. There are prizes for the most releases. There are tuned off. All the prizes are big, but the big money is for the largest white marlin. And they might all be very similar in size. It's a little bit of a challenge. I think they need to make 75 pounds maybe to qualify. So we'll see about that. Anyway, but what the problem is, they had their ladies tournament, which would have been Friday and Saturday, and I'm pretty sure they may have lost that tournament and had it completely blown out. But they did move and extend the Ocean City White Marlin Open, and they're going to run it up through, I think, Sunday to give their guys a couple extra days to try to fish after this weather goes through. And the weather is that big circulating low pressure that we got off the coast that thankfully will be moving away. And then there's another storm out there way east of Bermuda that they're watching. But really, we're going to get a short window on Tuesday, and then I think it's supposed to blow again. So the problem we have at Pirates Cove is we have a lot of boats that are in the Ocean City tournament that are up there. A lot of them are already booked and chartered or fishing otherwise with the girls in the Alice Kelly tournament on Sunday. So what we're doing is giving them an extra day. That will bunch things up on Monday as we try to wrap up the Alice Kelly tournament and kick off the Pirates Cove Billfish tournament. Its first fishing day is Tuesday. They will fish Tuesday through Friday, and they will fish 3 out of the 4 days. So a lot of stuff going on that's all revolving around the weather, and hopefully this stuff will get out of the area and we'll get to have business as usual. But we were a little surprised to see that Ocean City extended their tournament like they did, because that becomes a management issue for us at Pirates Cove. But we'll do the best we can. We'll get both tournaments in, and we'll contribute a lot of money to the Outer Banks Relief Foundation and support the cancer groups here on the Outer Banks. So that's all I really have for you. You can walk out and see me all next week. All next week at Pirates Cove. I'll be out on the dock right outside the front door of the pavilion. We'll have a little media table set up. So come by and say hello if you get a chance. And look at all the pretty boats out there at Pirates Cove. And I do hope you have a great day. Enjoy this cool weather while it lasts, because the hot weather will come back. But hey, by the time it does, I'll have a new air conditioner. Anyway, may the good Lord bless you and have a great day.